Okay, the strangest start to a show ever. But I thought that this really said it all. Yes, hello, good morning. It's a big R for Rachel. I need the other P, don't I? I can't hold the two letters together. But these are part of our show, and this show is going to be a lot of fun because we are talking about home decor, but also the most brilliant desk you will ever have seen. And on this show, it's not just me, it is the lovely Hayley as well. Hello, lovely Hayley. How are you, my darling?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes.
And I have to say, I am really looking forward to this because we've got a fabulous brand new company to us here at Hochanda, Paper Hive. And Paper Hive came to be during our lockdown period because their kind of parent company is a company called Palite, and Palite manufacture warehousing, pallets, all done with the most incredible formulation of card. It's just regular cardstock, cardboard that is put together in this kind of almost like a hexagon effect here, hence the Paper Hive, because it's just like honeycomb. And what you've got there, you've got an incredible amount of structure to that. So this is just one of the pieces that falls away when you get your desk home. But what you will see is you have got the most incredible strength with these. Pallets are being made with these, boxes for transporting all sorts of different things around the country. So there's lots and lots that you are able to do with these, obviously through the original company. And what happened was, during the lockdown period, of course, taking the government's advice, many of the employees were having to work from home, and what they were finding is they may have a kitchen table, but of course there's schooling going on at home, meals going on at home, maybe hobbies, all sorts of different things going on, or maybe they just didn't have a desk full stop. So what they needed to do was make something that everybody could work with, hence the desk. And first of all, can I just tell you, have a look at the price of this one. I mean, it's an amazing price. This is the desk that I've got here, and you can see it's sturdy. It will take up to 50 kilograms of weight. So it's taking my embroidery machine with the unit without any issue at all. Still got an area to the side there where I've got my pressing mat and my iron, but this is all collapsible. Nothing is stuck in place here. It's been decorated beautifully, but it just literally could come apart at the end of the day, or if you're sewing for a couple of hours and you need a little bit of space, then this is absolutely perfect. Got a couple of holes at the front there as well, so just like a traditional desk, you've got those little slots there for if you're wanting to put things like your cables through. So you can use it as an office environment, and you could, if you're decorating it up, I think it's going to look amazing around the home. But originally they were designed as a temporary fix to help until everybody could get back into the workplace. But they are absolutely brilliant, and they are so solid. And who'd have thought that that honeycomb texture that you've got within there with the card would be so strong? Beauty of these, when you're working with them, obviously they've got the strength and the stability there, so you don't have to worry about that. But when it comes to the end of its life, if it's a case of you've finished using it and you want to get rid of it, at the end of the day, you just pack it up, put it in its box. But if you do want to get rid of it altogether, because it's cardboard, you can simply break it up, cut it up with a craft knife or a bread knife or something like that, and just put it in your recycle bin, as simple as that. And that is the beauty of this. And I'm hoping to show you loads of different ways that you can work with this desk in your home, as well as some of the other bits and pieces that you've got over there on the counter.
Do you know, thank you, Hayley. It is an absolutely lovely story, isn't it, this one? Because obviously lockdown has been a problem for many, many people, as we have known, a serious problem. But what's been lovely is that there has been some positive things out of it. And isn't it fantastic, this company have just found this different arm, and they're able to give people these wonderful desks for such a low price. And as we were saying, you know, about children, Hayley was saying about children there needing a desk. I think it's brilliant. So £34.99, but if you are a serious crafter and you've got your sewing machine and things, it will take that weight as well. So a really, really clever, ingenious idea. 988-500 is your item number, £34.99 today, plus your postage, if you would like to get this fantastic desk home. We're already 20% of the desk gone. We knew we would be. We knew that this desk would disappear very quickly because the story of the company itself, having sold 5,000 units since they launched it, is extraordinary as well, and so many 5-star reviews as well. So yeah, 20% gone already. If you want to get this desk, be very, very quick indeed. 988-500 is your item number, $34.99, and you can shop for it right now on the website hochanda.com. While you are there on the website at hochanda.com, of course, you can have a look at all the other shapes and things that we have as well on the show. Got some lovely home decor items for you, which you could paint up and use as you wish. And you can see here what we've got. Now, if you imagine, I think if you've got a little child's room and you could have a wall of balloons, how fantastic would that be? This is called Up in the Clouds, this one. So you have got 3 fluffy clouds, and then you have got your fantastic balloon. Now, this is a lady called Rachel who's done this decorating, Rachel Taylor. She's the daughter of sales support, by the way, in case you want to know exactly what she does for the company. They've all got involved, all the people in the company, which is brilliant, because I'm sure that none of them are crafters, but instead they've just had a go. And I think that balloon is great fun. So as we were saying, you could have 3 of those on the wall with your clowns. This is what they come to you, by the way, as well. They just look like this, so you can see that you can just then start to play with them like that. Now, another thing that you also get, just try to get this from the bottom here, is a rainbow. So there you are. Now, you could really play with that and make that, you know, into whatever you wanted. So I think that is great fun. I'm just thinking, if you bought 2 of these kits, you could actually make a nice circle, couldn't you, for the wall if you wanted. But just play, paint, decorate. You could decoupage on these with bits of paper, couldn't you? Do a bit of the sort of papier-mâché style stuff. So I think you could have a lot of fun with this kit. This is $24.99 for all those pieces, $729,518. Should we move along now to how much is that doggy in the window? Well, here you're getting your doggy. You're also getting your fabulous bones as well. So you get 3. How lucky is this dog? This dog has got 3 bones. So you get 3 dogs, actually. You've got to share them out. 3 dogs and 3 bones. And you also get the paws. I'm just looking for the paws. Is it underneath? Yes! Love these. There we are, look. So you get little paw prints. Fantastic. So that is 108,421, £24.99. This reminds me of, in my daughter's bedroom when she was tiny, not now of course, but in her bedroom when she was tiny, we actually got those made out of sponge, and then we put they were like a notice board for her, and we put the paws across the wall like that, and then we put pins in. We still haven't taken them down 12 years later. They're still on it's a little spare room now, but people come in and they go, it's interesting decoration, but they're great. So we've got these paw prints, so you could do that there. So great fun to put these against the wall or however you want to use them. And of course you could decorate the dog like your dog if you have one. So if you've got a golden Labrador, you could do a lovely golden coat. You know, if you've got a little white doggy, if you've got a white doggy with a black patch, you could really, you know, make it like your doggy. So 108,421 is your item number, £24.99 if you would like to get hold of those. Now, the next one, well, you're either a dog lover or a cat lover, allegedly, although I know so many people who have actually got both. But this is a lovely little cat. But what does a cat like? A cat likes fish, and you get 3 fish and you get 3 cats. I'm just looking to see if there was, yeah, you get the paws as well. Just seeing if they were here. Hang on. Yeah, there they are. So very much like before, well, just like before actually, with the dogs. So you get the paws and you got the fish. I love these shapes. They're just great fun to play with. And then you have got your cat's face there. So once again, if you've got a cat, say for example you've got a ginger cat and you want to do a sort of ginger tabby cat, then you could do. If you want to do a lovely grey cat or a white cat or a black cat, you could personalise it to be like your cat, couldn't you? But once again, great fun to play with. 605-815, your item number, £24.99. There is more for you to look at on the website, hochanda.com. And we shall have a look at our next item. It is a beautiful butterfly. Now here, the butterfly is actually coming in 2 bits. So, oh wait, well, you can use it like this. So look, you can go like that, or you could use it like that. So you can see, there we are. And they are different sizes, so you've got this one as well, Yeah, I know. So these are really big pieces to make a large statement. So you are getting 2 of the large and 6 of the small butterflies there. 565512, your item number, for £24.99. Now with a butterfly, of course, you can do whatever you want to do. So as you've seen there, we've gone with the orange theme. This was actually Cheryl, who has done this one. She works in HR, I believe. Wow, okay, HR. So you would think perhaps quite serious, but no, look at that frivolity on display in front of you there. Beautiful oranges and pinks there, but you could decorate your butterfly however you wanted. So 565512, your item number, £24.99. And then, is it time for tea or coffee? It's a bit Alice in Wonderland, this one, isn't it, really, when you have a look at this, because you have got the little cup at the bottom as well. And is that a cake? Yes, it is. It's a little fairy cake, isn't it? Yeah, it's a cupcake. And then it's like that. And you've got bunting in there as well, which is fabulous. So you can create a whole tea party on the wall there for £24.99. So you get 2 of your buntings, 2 of your teas. Fabulous. And you get your teapot as well. This is your bunting, by the way. This is your size of the bunting, and so you could put those across the wall. And of course, it being bunting, you could decorate it however you wanted. I love it how these just come as totally blank pieces of canvas, and then that's it, you just start decorating. Really, really great fun. So all of that kit there is £24.99, and that is 083508. Then we have the letters, which, I was going to look for an H. I can't, there is an H behind me. Yeah, these are pick and mix. You can choose any 4 of these massive letters. Of course, the obvious one would be love. So you could have love on the wall, couldn't you? But we've got a C there. So I don't know which way it is on your TV. That's the right way. So that's it. So you could have that. So I'm just thinking, come on in. You could have anything you wanted, but 4 letters. I'd go for love. Or Rach, if I was really conceited. Look at my wall, it says my name. So 665854 is your item number if you would like to get hold of those. Fantastic. And they are £56.49 for the 4. And they're also on FlexiPay for you as well today. So £28.25, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. 665854. I think these are great fun. I love the letters. Have a look on the website because they're all there, of course. It's not just letters, there's numbers. Oh, and look, those little, whatever those things are called, and I never remember. Look, you've got the ampersand there, you've got the hashtag. Lovely. So for birthdays, of course, you could be picking those numbers. Yeah. My next birthday, 40. Big 40 next year. I know, slight fib there. I'm actually 38 next year. Now, if you want to get hold of any of those things, have a look on the website. It is hochanda.com. And have fun. Lovely.
Those letters, each one of those letters has got a little stand, so they're freestanding. So brilliant way. And like you said, the birthday numbers there. If you've got a significant birthday coming up for a party or anything like that in the future, then they're absolutely perfect. And because of the construction of them, you could actually put little holes in there. So you could drill holes, put fairy lights through them. At weddings, I've seen those big letters that I think it's probably about £400 to actually buy. I think whether that's the individual letters or that's the whole thing, I think that's per letter. But you can hire them, but then you're looking at £100. So for the price that you've got there, you've got them and you can use them over and over again. So that is the beauty of these. Now, I have got my desk in a box. It's not often you hear that, is it? And what I've got in here is I've got the pieces, the elements for us to put the desk together that I was sitting at with my sewing machine just a few moments. So I just wanted to show you how this comes together. Now, I've been extremely busy for these. I'm not surprised. 40% of the stock has gone of all the stock that we bought to you. And this is the key thing. We've only got 1 hour with Paper Hive today. I'm sure they're going to be back again. But if you're wanting the desk, I'd get involved as soon as you possibly can. Now, when you get your box home, just start taking your pieces out. So you've got a couple of these kind of arcs, and these are going to be your structure. These are going to give the support to the top of your desk and give it the stability. So I'm just going to pop those to one side to start with. Also within the box, you will have your desktop. You'll have your sides as well. And just literally pull everything out. Now, don't throw the box away, because what you will be able to do is when you actually put this together is just literally pop it back in here afterwards. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside upside down because it's possibly easier to take the box off the elements that you've got in here. Hopefully it's not going to make too much of a noise on my microphone because it does make a bit of a noise when you're putting it together. But there you go. Can you see those pieces coming out? So if they just drop away, which they probably will I move, there they go. You don't have to worry, but keep the box. Do not get rid of that because that's where we're going to be putting that desk. You'll have noticed that lots of little elements popped out as well because when you get your desk home, what you will find is you'll have all the little pieces that are going to sit in here. So just pop those out. You can keep them. You can make all sorts of deals. They spell out love. They also make a smiley face, so why not keep them? And then what you'll have is you'll have a big folding piece like this, which is folded in half. That's how it fits back into the box. But you'll also know that you've got, notice you've got a little kind of section there. Move that to the one side just for a moment, just while I talk about the lid, because this is going to be the top of your desk, and you can see you've got all the different elements featuring in here, and you can see how you've got that kind of extender. Now when you actually put this together, you don't have to have the extender put up. Must admit I have with mine at home, but it literally just opens up like so. Now just get that bit out of the way. The easiest way I found for putting this together, I'm going to kind of be doing it back to front for you guys, so as you can see. Basically, you pop the desk down, like so, and just make sure that that kind of extension arm there just drops to the floor like so. Okay, then come back in with your piece that's got the folds in there, and you'll notice that on one side you will have curves down at the bottom, and one side you'll have these kind of little notches, and these notches are what need to go into the base there. So all I need to do is turn this round. Now I'm only about 5'4" tall, so of course me working with this, whoops-a-daisy, working with this, if I can do this then anybody can. But I picked up a couple of tips as I go with this just to show you. So those notches that you've got at the front, if you just line those up with the notches at the end of your desk to start with, and just literally put the tip of those in like so, and that allows you to drop those into place, then what you'll find is the back and the corners for your legs will pop in like that. That's as easy as it is. Now you've got here, you've got obviously the hole there and you've got the hole in the desktop. So that means that you need to go to the piece that's got your notch on the side there and your notch at the base. No confusion because that one's got two notches as it runs down the straight edge. That's for the outside edge. We'll use that one in a moment. And again, just do exactly as I did before. Turn it just slightly so as you can see that. Can't quite see the monitor, so hopefully you'll be able to catch it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Stop. Perfect. Okay. Again, that tip, the furthest bit away from you, just pop that in to locate it, then drop it back and then drop it into the hole at the back there. That's in place. If I turn it round, and then do exactly the same on this side. Again, that little notch at the bottom there, pop that in. The bottom notch that you've got there on the side, and then just pop it all into place. And it all comes together beautifully. You'll hear it pop, and then it's in place. Then all you do, turn it back. Top tip from me, because nothing is glued in place. You can glue it if you wanted to, but my plan is that I'm going to use this for a project that I'm working on and need to dismantle it at a later stage. I don't want to glue it together. So all you do is put your hands on the side pieces, push them together, and then what you will find is that kind of tension of pulling the pieces together means that you can lift it up. Just twist it around once, like so, so it's sitting on its back, and then bring it in again together, squeezing those sides in, and there you go, your desk is made. And it's as easy as that. And I've kind of done it longer than it would normally take you. You could probably put this together a couple of minutes, 3 minutes if that, and it's perfect because now it's got the sturdiness on here. Now at home, I'm not going to do it in the studio because the recommendation is that the weight bearing of this is 50 kilograms. But what I did actually do at home is I just tried it out and I came around the front of it and I actually sat on that edge there. Because you've got the support there, that is your strongest point. And I actually sat on there, and I'm a lot heavier than 50 kilograms, I'm not going to lie. But then you've got that huge area there where you can work. Of course, if you don't want to use a side piece, then you just take that support away. You've got your holes in there for your cables. So that means if you do want to use it for sewing or using it with your die cutting machine as a desk maybe. Jigsaws, what about jigsaws? Having those out, nice open area there that you can then fold away. But of course the beauty is you've got that open area. So if you do need to sit down at a chair, you can do. And there you go, simple as that.
Simple, easy, effective. And I wasn't describing Hayley there.
Could have been.
Although you are effective, very effective. She's a very talented, lovely lady. Wow, just about half the stock has gone now. So I think Hayley has demonstrated there that it is easy to put together, it is practical, it is weight bearing, and it is just a great idea and a great invention. So half the stock gone at 19 minutes past 9. So by the end of the show, it probably will have sold out. So if you want to get yours, be very quick indeed, because that's it. The stock is gone. We won't have any more. So 988 500 is your item number. £34.99 if you would like to get hold of that fantastic desk. Do you know what I was just thinking of? Know what I was just thinking of here in terms of these letters is parties and weddings. Now, I know at the moment there's not a lot of parties and weddings going on. I know. But I think next year everything's going to be crazily mad booked up because everybody's going to be doing everything next year, right? And the thing is, a lot of brides anyway start planning. Some people plan 10 years in advance, but some people definitely plan at least a year in advance for their weddings. And it can all get to be very, very expensive. But I think if you were to get the names of the groom and the bride, unless they've got really, 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 really long names, and then where are you going to find the space? But you could do nicknames. I think these would be fantastic because you could get these and you could decorate them. Now, as Hayley was saying, they have stands. So if you were having a party or something, you could just literally stand those up, couldn't you? Rach and my husband's called Jake, Rach and Jake, and you could just have those against the end of the wall or the hall or wherever you are. So I think these letters are absolutely brilliant. I really do. And with the punctuation as well, you could do a hashtag. You know, you could have love in there. So, you know, for your parties and for your weddings and things like that, I think these letters are absolutely brilliant. But as we've said, for your home as well, you know, I think if you've got a child's bedroom, you know, you could have one of these on their wall or standing up in their room in the corner or something. So I think they're really great fun, those letters. As we were saying, numbers and the things like the hashtags and the letters, all there on the website. You can pick any four for £56.49. It's 854 is your item number, 56.49 there. So a little saving on there for you as well. So just pick which four you would like, and that is the price that you will pay. But yeah, I think those are brilliant. Also, what a great fun as well are the cutout shapes that we have for you, because, you know, they come like this. And then you just get cracking. So you just make what you want to make. You do it in whatever colours you want to do it. But this first collection here, we're off up into the clouds. So we have now got your rainbow, we've got your hot air balloon, we have got your clouds, and you can see your clouds are different sizes as well. So you've got the smaller cloud and you've got the larger cloud there as well. So you could, I mean, what a great wall you could make with these in a child's bedroom, couldn't you? Hot air balloons, clouds, rainbows, how fabulous to have those on a wall. So that is 729518, and the lady who has decorated these is called Rachel. So thank you very much to Rachel for doing that decorating. It wasn't me, I'm not thanking myself, it was a different Rachel. So that is it, 729518, £24.99 for all of that. That's what you're getting. Perfect. Let's move on now to our next collection, and this was Yvonne Taylor who decorated these for us, and it's the dogs. Now you get 3 dogs and you get 3 bones, and you also get the paw prints, so you can put these on the wall as well. So once again, you could decorate the whole thing. There are your paw prints, there are your bones. Fabulous. 108421 is your item number if you would like to get hold of those for £24.99 there. And you can see everything that you get there in that packaging. Then we'll move on to the cats. So if you are a cat person, you might want to get a cat. What do cats like? Fish. So you get the fish and you get the paw prints and you get the cats, and you get 3 of those cats for £24.99 there. 605815 your item number. I'm just trying to see the person who has done this decoration, because I want to give people a mention. The last one was Yvonne. This one, if I just lift up the cat. Hang on. It was Georgia and Lauren. There you go. Georgia and Lauren have done the cat head for us. So thank you very much to Georgia and Lauren. Lovely. 605818. And there it is. And then we go on to our next one, which is this absolutely beautiful butterfly collection. So you could have a wall of butterflies. Now, of course, Something's poking out the top there. Of course, with butterflies, you can go crazy. So you can do whatever colours you want to do for your butterfly. This one is from Cheryl, and she has done this amazing. I mean, look, if you put it onto a canvas like that, it's like a work of art. But look at that. That is absolutely glorious. So she's obviously covered it in fabric there. So that's another thing you could do. Because I was saying earlier, you could decoupage them with papers, you could cover them with fabrics, you could paint on them, you could stamp on them. So lots of different ways to work with these fantastic pieces there. So 565512, your item number, £24.99 if you'd like to get hold of the collection. And then, is it time for tea? Always time for tea in this lovely country that we live in. Now, you get bunting. I know it doesn't look like bunting at the moment. Could be a piece of cheese, actually, if you wanted it to be cheese. Put cheese with the, I was going to say with the cat. No, it's not cats that like cheese, it's mice. But that's your bunting, so you can now decorate that however you want. And then you've got your little cupcakes. And you've got your little tea, look. Little teacups. And you have got, I'm a little teapot, tea, tea, tea. So, yeah, time for tea. But you see the smile that you bring to the people's faces when you look at these things. They're great fun. Imagine decorating them. You can have a fantastic time. That is 083508 as an item number, and that is £24.99 for the tea. Lovely. Well, I'll tell you who else has got the tea. Do we know that? Do you know what that means? It's the gossip. My daughter comes to me sometimes and says, "Do you want the tea?" And I go, "What, as in to eat or to drink?" And she goes, "No, the tea, it's the gossip." I know, I've never heard of it. It's the new, I know, it's the new thing. I tell you, you can't keep up with these teenagers. Even the people who are directing the show right now, they're very young, and even they're not up with the teenagers. It's the tea, have you heard of that? The tea, do you want the tea? It's the gossip. Meg has, she's heard of it, so I'm not imagining it. Anyway, somebody who's got the tea is Hayley.
We've certainly got loads of information to share with you, so if you've got any questions that you're wanting to ask, this is the hour to do it. studio@hochanda.com. And of course, if you have just joined us, I am working on this fabulous desk that I put together in probably about 5 minutes. But just to warn you that 2/3 of the stock has gone. It's flying out. Lots of you liking this. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a little bit of crafting, so why not do it at my little Paper Hive desk? So it's stable. I've got my glass mat there. I've also picked out one of the designs, and I'm just going to show you a few of the designs that we've got. And the lovely Lou Withers has been around this week, so she helped me out because I'm not known for my artistic work when it comes to a pencil. So she's put some little guidelines in there for the rainbow, and I'll show you some of the ways that you can actually create with these. Because of course, when you pop them out, you're going to have that honeycomb. Now, don't throw anything away because you've got a lot of card here, which of course you could just use with a craft knife. So straight away there you can see you could cut along there, you could be making boxes with these. I've used some of the leftovers to actually make things like, where is it? Oh, I haven't got it here, but the pirate's flag I've made. I don't know what I've done with it. I think I've left it over at the demo area. But there's loads of things you can do with it, so do not throw that away. Hang on to that. And what I've got here is I've got the rainbow, which comes with the clouds. But the edge, it might be a case that you're thinking, well, yeah, you can see that edge, and I don't really like that edge. So here's a tip from me of how you can cover that up when you're getting ready to paint. So just a little bit of masking tape. This one is probably about 1 inch wide, I would say. And all I'm going to do is take my masking tape and literally pop it on the edge as you go. And you can just unravel that, and what it will do is it actually stick to the honeycomb edge as you work your way along. Just keep it nice and taut as you go, and then bend it round. Just keep going and keep going and going until you've covered up all of those honeycomb elements. And of course, masking tape, as we all know, you can actually paint over that, so that's not going to be an issue. Just take a little bit of time as you go. Make sure that you're lining it up. Try and make sure you don't get any kind of creases in there. I've just put a whopping great crease in there as I've said that, which is typical, but don't worry about it because the paint is going to cover a multitude of sins with these. And then just work your way around. And of course, you could go continually. I'm just going to actually tear that away because I made a little bit of a bosh of that. When you're actually putting it in the place, then all you need to do is just move it and smooth it. Move it and smooth it around. Now, that's an arc there. If you wanted to, you could chop into that. But to be honest, it's moulded quite nicely to the edge there. So just press it with your fingers to go all the way around. Like so. And you can see instantly I've got a nice smooth area there to fill in. So I'm going to carry on around the edge here. New piece of tape. just joining that up, like so. And then I'm going to continue bringing it down and around the inside of the arc as well. So you can do that in a continual piece, break it away if you're needing to, but because you've got the tape there, it makes it nice and easy for you to fill that gap in. And of course you've got loads of different pieces, loads of different ideas that you can work with these. Paper Hive, obviously they've developed the desks, but hopefully we're going to see more from them because they've had requests for all sorts of things. Playhouses, children's playhouses. I had somebody ask me just the other day whether they're likely to be able to do a little house for a bunny rabbit, a playhouse for a rabbit. Love it. I've been making things like a pirate's flag. That was one of my demonstrations. I'm going to tear that one again because I'm not happy with that. So I'm thinking like things like pirate ships. They're going to do little castles, igloos. Any suggestions that you've got, do make sure that you do let the Paper Hive guys know because they're looking for loads of ideas because, as I said before, they are new to the craft market. Their history is in, well, it's basically in making pallets out of this fabulous honeycomb card, or cardboard, should I say. So you can imagine the strength that it holds with pallets. Warehousing as well. I know they've got all sorts of different storage systems, which I'm hoping that we do get to see here at Hochanda as time goes on. But it just means that it's just so easy. It's light as well. That's the key thing. I mean, this is so light. So if you wanted to put it onto the wall, you haven't got to worry about screws and nails and that kind of thing. You could just use some of those little hook and loop tabs, you know, the ones that stick to the wall and don't leave any residue. So those would be absolutely perfect to work with these. Now, my tape there, I kind of rolled it over and it's gone a little bit funny there, but I'm not going to worry too much. I'm going to move that out of the way. Now the desk itself, 3/4 of the stock has gone. I'm just going to paint a little bit of the rainbow, just in case we need to see, anybody needs to see that desk coming apart and being put back together again. But just to show, I've got a big bucket of water here. There we go. I can pop that down there without any issue at all. I've got my paints, so of course I've got all my paints. I'm going to have those all around me. So I've got plenty of room. And if you've got kind of kids that are going to be coming and staying with you during the school holidays and obviously during lockdown, then this is just a lovely area for them to do their thing and not worry about using the kitchen table or getting their mess everywhere. Obviously I'm working on top of the table here, but I could have a larger mat. I could have kind of like one of those white down tablecloths on here if I wanted to. There's loads of ways you can work with it. So all I'm going to do is start getting my paints ready because all you need is a little bit of paint. On this occasion I have got some of the indigo blue acrylics, which are perfect to work with this. And then all you need to do, you don't have to prime it, although you could do if you wanted to, and literally just take your paints and go direct onto your project. So let's do a little bit. I don't know whether the red starts on the outside or not, but it is on this occasion. It's Richard of York, isn't it? So I think it starts on the outside, and you can literally just paint on top of that and add your decoration that way. Or you could come in, you could be doing things like fabric on these. The wonderful balloon that we've got on the counter. Lovely Steph, I've been liaising with Steph getting the shows ready, and she's done that during the lockdown period. She was actually meant to be demonstrating, but of course she's got a little baby, 10 months old, and it's difficult for her to actually get in here at the moment, but I'm sure we will see Steph at some point. She'll be showing you some of the wonderful things you can do. So yeah, just following those lines, you just add your paint. So it's not tricky at all. Rather than you literally sitting there and watch me paint this and let paint dry, shall I show you some of the kind of layouts that the lovely Lou Withers has put on some of those bases? Because my thinking is, if you are a bit like me, and you're not a fabulous artist, and you might be looking at these and thinking, yeah, that's okay, I love the dog, I love the cat, but I don't know the first place to actually lay down those lines. Well, let me show you some of these, and the lovely Lou Withers has been tracing out some designs for me. So if I hold these up and you're watching this on record, then of course what you can do is pause and actually have a little look. So here you've got the cupcakes, so you've got 2 cupcakes there. You can see what she's done is she's added a little bit of icing there, a few little swirls, and of course you can go in and add your paint to whichever area you like. Maybe add a few gems, maybe use those little sprinkles, a bit of glitter on there potentially. And I think these would just be lovely. If maybe you're doing an afternoon tea, you could be having these out, couldn't you? Maybe out on your patio, almost make bunting out of these as well. You will get the bunting alongside these, I think, within this bundle, which again is another nice one for you to be making. So those ones are your cupcakes. The dog. Oh, now I was a bit concerned about doing a dog because, to be honest, I am not very good and I wouldn't do him any justice. But here you go. If I hold this one in place, you can see Lou has sketched in a design again. So you could be creating this one. I think she said, oh no, what did she say it was called? It's a cross between a Staffy and a Beagle. And I can't remember, what was it, a pug? A pug and a beagle? Puggle. Was it a puggle? I think it is a puggle. That sounds about right. So you can see where those lines are in place there. So if you are watching and you want to pause, then of course you can follow that layout there. The hot air balloon, the lovely Steph did the one that we've got on the counter with some fabulous felt. Stitched it all together, it looks amazing. On this occasion, you've got your hot air balloon, but you can see Lou has put all those different lines in there ready for you to add your colour. And this one, I was tempted to make a little basket to sit at the bottom of this because you have got your little rectangle, but what you could do, because you've got so much excess cardboard on the outside, you could cut multiples of that little piece in the bottom there and actually make like a little basket, maybe for a little teddy bear to sit in or something like that. And then I started getting crafty with the paw prints because I thought these would make fabulous little kind of blackboard. So I just used my gesso on there and I was going to carry on and do the others as time goes on. Many of you who follow me on Facebook will know all about the dog pods that we've got under the stairs. So I was thinking that maybe they could be a little bit of decoration for our little doggies there. But there you go. So I'm going to clean up here. And then shall I dismantle the desk and show you how it comes back together? Perfect, we'll do that in a few minutes then. So I'm going to hand back over to Rachel.
Now, do you remember that trick that you used to do, people used to do this, didn't they? Do you remember? Come on, you know what I mean, Hayley over there, don't you? Yeah.
Catch it.
Yeah.
Oh, go for it. Hey, ooh. Ooh.
It's going to go wrong, so I'm going to stop now. Anyway.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, so you could do that plaster trick with these, but actually the reason I have these is to show you the different paint finishes that you can have. So if I just show you, show you how you can finish them, so you can see that although it is this kind of material, you might think it's going to give you the same finish every single time. It doesn't. So on there, look, you've got a lovely sort of gloss on there, but restrained gloss. But look at that. That's interesting. Yeah. And does it say on the back what they are? Yeah, industrial spray paint. Oh, you wouldn't thought that would look like that, would you? On this one, we've got a matte spray paint. Oh, now I like that. That's a little bit, I just like that. I like that depth of colour. I like the finish. Yeah, that's nice. Now on this one, we've got metallic paint done with a sponge. So let's have a look at this. So you can see the different effects that you are getting. So a little bit of texture coming through there. This one is your metallic poster paint, and that is done with a brush. So that's interesting as well. This one is your acrylic spray paint. So once again, now we're getting shinier. Shiny! This one, it doesn't say what it is, but that's quite glossy. That feels like it's almost like a house paint, that one. Yeah, it's got a nice finish to that one. This one is a matte emulsion. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I said a house paint. I bet that is. I bet that's just a gloss that you would put onto your skirting board because this is a matte emulsion. So once again, you can see you get that nice matte finish. This one has been stamped. Yeah. So you can see that you can stamp on them. And this one is a Sharpies. So just simply using a pen on there is fabulous. Lovely. And then if I just show you the last one, which is on the floor. Oh, and this is your metallic spray paint. And I like this one as well. I mean, look at that. Now, if that was like on a wall or something, you would not know that that was made out of that, would you? You'd have no idea. But when you see it like that, it looks a lot more expensive in that lovely copper. So there you are. You see, the different mediums you can use to get different effects there. So I think that is very clever. Right, very quickly, let's go through what you get here. So you get the pack here, up in the clouds. So you get your balloons, you get your clouds, and you get your rainbow that Hayley was just showing you there, all for £24.99. We're talking about 3 clouds and 1 hot air balloon there. And that was decorated by Rachel. Then we have got to Yvonne. And Yvonne is making the doggies, and we get the paw prints, and we get the dog, and we get the bones. Now you actually get 3 doggies here, and you get 3 bones, and you get the paw prints there. So once again, think about how you would use them on the wall, maybe, or stand them up. Then we have got your cat for you. Here is your lovely feline. So you can decorate this cat however you want. If you've got a cat, you might want to impersonate, well, not impersonate, but you might want to interpret your cat in this. Then we have got the next one, which is your lovely butterfly. This one is quilted. So you can wrap fabric around these shapes, or you could use the mediums that we've just been talking about there. 565512, £24.99. And then we've got the little tea party. So here you've got your teapot, and you have got your bunting, and you've got your little fairy cake, and you've got your teacup as well. And all of that is coming in today for £24.99, 083508. And don't forget your letters. Those letters are fabulous, and you can get numbers, and you can get all the things like the hashtags and things like that. So do have a look on the website, hochanda.com, and you can find everything there. 4 letters there coming in for that price that we just mentioned there. So everything is there for you on the website. Not Hayley though, she's not available to buy on the website, but she is on the telly.
I am indeed. And I've dismantled my desk now, so it could be that I've got to the end of the day or the end of the project. Got people coming round potentially, and I need to tidy up. It's all gone back into the box. But the beauty is, say if you're doing something like a barbecue outside, you need an extra little bit of table space, or maybe you are working from home and you need a desk area, or homeschooling. Another way that you can create a desk is with this fabulous desk. Now, just going back to the beginning, we have got your box. Obviously, when it arrives, it's got everything in there. And what you will find is you've got your cardboard pieces that have been created with this fabulous honeycomb element in there. I've lost my little circle that I showed you earlier on. I don't know what I've done with it, but it shows that you've actually got a kind of the upright element that you've got within here that really does make it sturdy. So that's the key thing about this. It's not going to bend and bow. You've got the stability there, and you can actually put up to 50 kilograms of weight on these. So you'll have 2 pieces that look very similar. Those are going to be your support. So just going to pop those to one side just for a few moments. Then the other elements, what I suggest you do is, rather than trying to pull them out, just tip the box upside down. So as I say, if you're doing this by yourself, then it's really easy. You don't need a second person to help you at all. Turn it round, drop the box down, and literally lift the box off everything. Now, it might make a bit of a noise, so I'll apologise in advance, but you're not going to do any damage to anything. So you're just literally sliding that off. And oh, there you go, stood up this time. The box is to the side, because I'm not going to throw that away. Keep that, because that is your storage box to keep everything together, and that is the beauty. You don't have to decorate them if you don't want to, just use them as it is. Now, you'll have a piece that's got a little foldy bit to the side, and that's actually going to be your extension part of your desk. You can just leave it so as when you actually got your desk in place, that it just flops down at the side, but the support will allow you that extra area, and I certainly do keep that in place, so I don't worry about that. So that is your desk top, and you've also got your desk sides, and this is the part that folds in half, but when it opens up you can see you've got a couple of folds in there that give you structure to your desk. So we're going to start off by putting the top of the desk down on the floor first, and this is how I found it easiest to do. So I'm going to pop the desk down. I'm kind of doing it back to front so as you can see what I'm doing. Drop it down on the floor and just let that arm extension just drop to the floor. It needs to go flat. If you have it the other way round, then you've got to kind of lift up the flap. So that's why I leave it that way. And you'll see here we've got the different segments at the back here with the little markings, little holes in there. They literally just pop out. So when you get yours home, just pop them out. You can hang on to them actually. They're nice little pieces to have a bit of fun with. Maybe trying out techniques, paints, textures, things like that, without actually using your final project. And then you'll have this piece that we've got here. Now you'll notice at the bottom, we've kind of got tabs, and at the top we've got this curve. So this is actually going to be the bit that makes contact with the floor when we've completed the desk. But the tabs that we've got at the bottom are going to go into those holes I've just shown you. So top tip from me. Open it out so it's kind of making a square U shape, and then where you've got those tabs at the front, on both of them, just take the tips of those and push them into those holes that you've got there. Just locate them, and then they will drop down in place. Then the back, straighten the back up, and what you'll find is they will automatically go into those corners and that back slot that you've got there. Then we've got your structure pieces. So your structure pieces, you've got a couple of those. One will have 2 notches on. That's going to go on the outside, so we're going to pop that one over there for a moment. And then this one is your structure for the lid, or the top of your desk, should I say, and the back support. So turn it round so you've got your notch at the bottom and your notch at the back. And again, if I turn that round, is that the right way? Can we just about see it? So the tip of that is going to go into the tip of the hole again. Just put it in and then just let it rock back and drop in. Now, obviously, if you're dismantling this and opening it up, you might find that the coating peels away a little bit. Just pop it back in place. Outside now, we've got to put that structure on the side there to support the side arm. And again, similar sort of idea, you've got your 2 notches. So the bottom one, just put the little tip in there. And again, you will find that they locate really nicely. And then when it comes to turning it round, because I've not actually glued this, all I suggest you do is put your hands on the outside, squeeze them gently together, maybe use your foot as almost like a little anchor point, your tip of your toes, pull that together, so then the tension of you pulling the sides together brings everything together, and flip it back like so. And then again, if you do find that anything loosens off, just squeeze in the sides and pop them back in. Now, if you are looking to paint it, what I would suggest you do is, if you're going to be dismantling it, try and keep your paint away from the notches, because obviously it's cardboard. If you put moisture on it, then what will happen is it will swell slightly, and it might make it a little bit tricky for you to push together when you do come back to use it. But then you've got your table there that you can use in different ways. So maybe you're into your dressmaking. Maybe you've got a pattern. Oops, daisy, there go my paints. But maybe you don't want to get down on your hands and knees and cut your pattern out. Well, you've got a nice area here where you could put your fabric out. I've got I think it's a metre of fabric I've got here, so that's going to sit down quite nicely on there. I've got my pattern pieces, so I can lay my pattern out quite easily. I'm not on my hands and knees. I'm not putting any damage on my knees when I'm getting down on the floor. I can literally lay my pattern out and cut it at a really comfortable size. This is a dress pattern. It's a kind of to the knee dress pattern, so it's not a short garment at all, but you can see there you can quite easily lay your pattern out beautifully. And equally so, if you wanted to use it as a sewing table, as you saw at the top of the hour, then what I did do is bring in my big sewing machine and use that with the embroidery unit. Again, it will allow you to work with this. Now, of course, if you've got anything that's got electric in it, then you're going to need some little holes to put the power through. So you've got a couple of little desk holes at the front there, and then you just drop your power supply down there, plug it in at the wall, and away you go. Simple as that. I think we'll go back to Rachel, aren't we? We are indeed. Over to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Hayley. Yes, they have thought of everything with those holes, because I've got a desk that I had put into my little studio, and it was made for me, and it's like a wood desk, but there's no hole. So I have to literally pull the wire from the computer down the front and put it in an extension cable. Nightmare. So that is a really good idea to put that hole in there. It is a brilliant desk. How are we doing with stock now? Because it was 80% of the stock has gone now. Amazing. We did think it was a massive stock, but we did think it was going to be very busy, and it's been even busier than expected. As they were saying, they've sold 5,000 units, and they only started making these in lockdown. Lots of 5-star reviews as well, so absolutely incredible. If you want to get hold of that wonderful desk, it is 988-500, and that is £34.99. And there is a picture of the desk. Of course, you can decorate it to the colour of your room. That is the beauty. You can design it to match your room. Also, as well, the fact that you don't have to glue it. So if you do want to just put it away whenever you have finished, as Hayley is doing right now, and it's taken about 5 minutes, then that is just a brilliant, brilliant idea. So 988-500 is your item number. Grab it while you still can, because about 80% of the stock has gone, and lots of people are now coming in on the website, hochanda.com, or picking up the phone and giving us a call. But of course, other people are buying these things from us today as well. Should we go through the finishes again? Because I think that was quite useful, wasn't it? With my blocks and my magic tricks. Shall I do it again? Oh, Hayley, that's your fault. She told me to do it. Okay, let's have a look. Right, this one is the metallic paint, and it's splodged, as you can see. So I like that one with the effect. Then we have got this one, which is a matte spray paint, and I love that. It's like it's made like that. It's not like it's painted. I mean, it's just so perfectly covered. Then we have got this one, which is the metallic poster paint, and that was put on with a brush. So you can see that's an interesting finish as well. These are all ideas for your desk. And then we've got this one, which is an industrial spray paint. So you can see there, that's giving you a bit of a gloss effect. Then we have got this one, which is the acrylic spray paint. So getting slightly glossier now. Then we have this one, which is the copper, and this is a metallic spray paint. Lovely. I'm just looking down because I've got loads on the floor now. I shall go get the other ones. Oh, make those noises you do when you get older. Oh, even though you don't need to. Right. Then we have got this, which is a stamp, as you can see. So that's just been stamped on there. Fabulous. And then this is really clever. The Sharpie. Who knew that you could use a Sharpie and get some fantastic effects? And then we've got this one, which is a matte emulsion, like that. Then they all fell off then. And then you've got this one. It doesn't say what that is, but you know, I think that is like a house paint myself. I think it's like a gloss. It's like a, yeah, it looks like it. Feels like it as well. Like you know, like your skirting boards would be done in. But yeah, that's that. Lovely. So those are your ideas. We're now at 85% of those desks gone. So a lot of people are buying those desks. Right, let's have a look at these shapes then, because these are great fun if you want to decorate these and put them on your walls. I think in kids' bedrooms they would be fantastic, but I think also, you know, if you've got a really bright, lovely kitchen or something, you could just do a little scene with your balloon, couldn't you? So you get a balloon floating up into the clouds and a rainbow. So here you are going to get 3 clouds, a hot air balloon there, and a rainbow as well, all for £24.99. 729518 is your item number if you would like to get these things home and decorate them. As you've seen, this one is fabric, of course, because you can wrap fabric round. I was saying earlier you could do some decoupaging, so get some paper and glue that onto place, or you could use any of the textures that we have been using there. Lovely. We've also got the doggy, of course, so you get 3 dogs, which is fantastic, and then you get your bone. And also as well, this is a really great idea, and you get the paws, because if you do use blackboard paint, as you can see there, you can then chalk on it and use it as a blackboard, so you could write notes on there. So that's a good idea. As we were saying earlier, though, you could decorate the dog like your dog. Golden Labrador, do it in those colours. If you've got a little white dog with a black spot round its eye, do it like that. So you could make it into your dog. So 108421 is your item number, £24.99. 3 dogs, 3 bones and the paws. Then we have got your lovely cat again. What kind of cat do you have? A black cat, white cat, striped cat, ginger cat? So you could do that. Of course, cats like fish. So you get the fish here as well. So 3 cats, 3 fishes and 6 fabulous paws. And that is 605815. You could do actually some really great patchwork on here. You could stick on strips of fabric and make a brilliant sort of patchwork face if you wanted to do that. Yes. Then we have got some beautiful butterflies. Now, once again, with butterflies, you could go crazy on these. This one, rather well done by Cheryl, has been fabriced. So she has put some fabric around it and stitched onto it. So you could do that. But of course, as we've said, you can paint and you can stamp and you can draw, you can colour. And in this one, you are getting 2 of the large and 6 of the small butterflies there. That's 565512, £24.99. And then we have got your time for tea party. This is very, very quintessential British, isn't it? So you've got your bunting. I know it looks like a piece of cheese. It could actually be a piece of cheese. You could have cheese with your tea.
It could just be arrows.
It could be arrows. Yes. Yes.
Turn left here.
Yes. This way to thee, whatever. But you've got that, and then you've got a nice little cake. Oh, just looking at Hayley. Hayley, can you show us yours? Because you just, yes, I like what Hayley's doing. It's like a little flag here.
I love a challenge, and whenever I get to guest on a show, I like to use elements in a way that they were intended. Many of you crafters out there will do the same. So what I did here is I took one of the bunting flags and I attached it to some of the waste that was left over actually from the bunting panel. Just put 2 pieces there because I did find that it needed a bit of stability, and I used the masking tape as I showed you earlier. So I was thinking that'd be fabulous if you can get a copyright-free image of a skull and crossbones, yes. Not a cross and skull bones. Similar sort of thing, just the other way around. And then you could be making little pirate flags, but I thought that could be the corner flag of a football pitch, or maybe a golf hole flag thing. Don't play a lot of golf. Can you tell? Can you tell? But then it could be a birthday, or it could be that you're using it in the traditional way that it was intended, which is for your bunting. But there's loads of scope with these. I'm just doing my ironing. Regular iron. It's the only ironing that I do at home, which is actually working with my fabrics, and it is now limited in stock, incidentally, so if you've not got yours already, then please do so. Perfect to get your fabrics ready or do your ironing if you need an extra space to do your ironing. And of course the beauty of this, anybody that's watching, don't worry, that iron lifts up, but then of course you could use it potentially for your quilting, because of course you can use it as a quilting table as well. Taking your fabrics, and it's all down to that fabulous honeycomb element that you've got in there. That's where you've got the stability, that's where it comes together, and you can see there that is the strength. And I have to say it's incredibly busy for these, lots of you taking advantage of them. And Rachel, thank you for supporting me in this show.
Oh, well, thank you for showing us. I mean, who knew? If you said to me, can you demonstrate a desk, I'd just kind of sit behind it and go, here we are. But Hayley has shown us so many different ways to use that desk, and that's why it's nearly gone. So jump onto the website, hochanda.com, and get yours before it disappears. I'm going to disappear now, but don't worry, the lovely Derek and Hayley are up next.